Welcome to comparison test between best LCD TVs from Samsung and LG this year. On one side is Samsung's 65-inch JS9502 SUHD model, and on the other side is LG's 55-inch UF950V Super Ultra HD TV. Both are well equipped with all modern interfaces including HDMI connectors in version 2.0, USB in version 3.0, built-in Wi-Fi and latest Smart TV platforms. In both cases, LCD display technology with LED backlight is used, although the geometry of the screen is different. Samsung is going with curved, while LG is using good old flat panel. Both TVs are well built and have unique design. LG's model has thin silver bezel made of metal, which goes well with the new auditorium stand, which should improve sound quality. TV is also very thin in the upper area when viewed from the side, only 8 mm. Thickness grows as we go lower, coming to 5 cm total. Still, with all connectors facing sideways and downwards, TV will look great if hung on the wall. Samsung decided not to follow impossible thin philosophy with its top model, but to approach design with an artistic touch. This led to so-called chamfer design, where silver bezel is angled towards the screen to resemble frame of a painting. Same frame thickness is used on all 4 sides, with only Samsung logo and SUHD marking on 2 spots. Silver styling is also applied on Y-shaped stand, which reflects ambient light on its surface to make it look more attractive. Although this type of stand design allows positioning TV on surfaces which are not necessarily as wide as the screen itself, we could wobble Samsung's TV much more than LG's. Reason is that LG's model is supported with more massive stand that connects to the TV on the left and right side. Samsung's model has all connectors in separate component called One Connect box. This box is connected to the TV with just one cable, making area behind the TV cleaner. All the brains of the TV are inside of this box, and it also acts as an evolution kit. Next year you can buy a new one with stronger processor and new features without the need of buying a new TV. LG's model comes with one of the best remote controls out there, which basically is a combination of standard and Magic Motion remote from previous years. Remote is very pleasant to use and works perfectly well with webOS interface. Samsung, on the other hand, supplies 2 different remotes, one standard and the other one called Smart Control. I consider new Smart Control to be a step backwards compared to last year's Smart Remote, which was the best remote in year 2014. For unknown reason, navigation buttons and button to activate pointer are now separated, which is not nearly as practical as on Smart Remote. Touch surface that was great for scrolling is now gone and all buttons are squeezed in upper half of the remote. Too bad. Speaking about Smart TV, LG is using webOS in version 2 and Samsung new Tizen platform. After 3 weeks spent with these 2 TVs, I can say that LG's webOS is much easier to use and that it works really fast. Last year webOS was not optimized and this was kind of frustrating, but this year, and especially on this model with octa-core processor and 3 GB of memory, I really enjoyed it. In terms of performance, Samsung is with Tizen this year where LG was last year with webOS. Tizen offers similar logic as webOS with apps and functions displayed in the lower part of the screen, but it doesn't work as simple as LG's operating system, even though it uses octa-core CPU. Menus are slow and transitions are not smooth. I guess that Tizen will need a couple of software updates to even out at least some rough edges and offer better user experience. Both models support HEVC codec and Ultra HD videos via USB and network media player. You can also connect smartphones, tablets and USB keyboards and use them to control TV and type faster. After doing picture analysis with CalMAN software, going through test sequences and watching different types of content, I can say that both TVs offer similar picture processing performance, but quite different perceived picture quality. For starters, LG is using IPS panel with poor black reproduction, low contrast and wide viewing angles, while Samsung is using VA panel with good black reproduction, high contrast and narrow viewing angles. Both models have local dimming function to improve contrast, but on LG's model this is done with limited success. Reason for this is number of dimming zones. There are only 12 vertical dimming zones since LEDs are placed along the lower frame and cannot precisely dim segments of the picture. Samsung's model has full array local dimming with a total of 150 zones, and this works much better and gives deeper black and higher picture contrast. Due to all these factors, movies looked better on Samsung's model, especially in darkroom. LG's model struggled to display realistic black, and that was clearly visible when I checked how, for instance, Dark Knight Rises looked. Colors were great on both models, with better saturation when viewed off-axis on LG's model. Upscaling was great on both models, with no stair-stepping or flickering. Motion resolution was good on both models, but a bit better on Samsung's. Considering screen uniformity, Samsung's model was better when the local dimming was engaged. Without it, patches of light were visible in different areas of the screen. On LG's model, faint vertical lines could be observed due to LED backlight positioning. Thanks to quantum dot technology, Samsung's model is capable of displaying 92% of DCI-P3 color gamut used in theaters, which is wider than Rec. 709, which is standard for HD content. HDR is also supported, leading to peak brightness of the screen to around 1000 nits. I've checked 2 demos available when TV is in store mode, and I can say that they looked great, and that HDR will be a hot topic in coming years when content becomes available. In terms of gaming, both models offer game modes and can show 1:1 pixel mapping. Lowest input lag on LG's model was around 35.7 milliseconds and on Samsung's 24.8. More details about game mode performance are available in my separate videos. Both TVs have 4.2 speaker configuration with down-firing speakers with total power of 60 watts. Sound clarity was better on LG's model thanks to auditorium stand and speakers designed by Harman Kardon. Low frequencies were better on Samsung's model, probably because of bigger cabinet size. Overall, Samsung's JS9502 was better in terms of picture quality and LG's UF950V was better in terms of usability. Both showed same limitations of LCD technology, which is why I still highly recommend LG's OLED TV if you are considering a TV with best picture quality. To read more about these two TVs, please check full review on my website. Thank you for watching.